All right, learning target 4.5.1 asks us to identify the slope and the y-intercept of a given equation. So the key in identifying the slope and y-intercept is you have to have the equation in y equals mx plus b form. Basically, you have to have y by itself, which is why since chapter 3 we've been working on getting y as a function of x, or fence posting to get y by itself. Now you notice that in A, B, and C, we have y by itself in each of those, so less work is going to be required. In D, we'll have to do a little fence posting. But let's start with A. It's in y equals mx plus b form, and the key is the m value, the slope, is the coefficient of x, so whatever number is in front of x. And the b value, sometimes we think of it as our beginning value on the y-axis, that's going to be our y-intercept. It's the constant term without any variables. So in this particular example, we've got mx plus b. Our m, our slope, is -4, and our y-intercept is 2. If we look at 1b, we notice that we have 3 x's. And again, the coefficient of x, the number in front of x, is going to be our slope. So our slope is 3. But we don't have any plus or minus anything. Well, if a number is not positive or negative, it's neutral. It's 0. So our y-intercept is 0 in 1b. In 1c, we have to remember that if we have an x, there is a number in the front of the x, we just don't see it. It's a 1. So our slope is 1, and the number by itself is -4. Now, in 1d, we're going to have to do a little fence posting. Let's get some space here. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. So if we look at 1d, I'm going to start by trying to isolate the y, peel off the layers that are furthest away. So I'm going to get off the -12 by adding 12. Then I'll have 2y equals 10x plus 12. Next, to get rid of a times 2, the inverse operation is divide by 2. So we've isolated the y. We'll earthquake and split this into 2 pieces. 10x divided by 2 giving us 5x, 12 divided by 2 giving us 6. Now it's in slope-intercept form, so I can say my slope, the coefficient of x, is 5, and the y-intercept is 6.